Thank you for joining me and joining John today for episode 104. Do you know what that monumental number means?
I do, because you told me before we started recording.
Yes. What does it mean?
Your 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, 2 years doing podcast episodes. So thank you for being a listener. Thank you for supporting and giving us ideas. Today's topic actually is another idea. Pastor Tews gave us this idea a few weeks ago. So today we're going to talk about the top 3 least favorite requests that we get to speak about or to train about.
Right.
I'm Kathy.
I'm John.
And we are excited to think differently with you. And really what we're going to think differently about today is we're going to think differently about what we want to learn and what we need to learn.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, so top 3 least favorite training or speaking requests. What do you got? What's one of yours?
One off the top of my head, and I know that if I sit and I think about this long enough, I'll probably come up with some more, but selling to the non-seller. It's like when we go into a room, people are like, transform me into being a salesperson.
Yes.
And it's frustrating because it's got to be who you are. I mean, we talk about, well, one of the things in selling is you got to be genuine and authentic. Yeah. And if you can't be that person, it doesn't matter your product. True. People buy the messenger before they'll ever buy the message.
Wow.
And so you need authenticity. And besides that, a lot of people, when they want to know how to sell something, it's probably because their backs are against the wall, or they're in a job that they don't want to be in. And then it's all about being transactional. And that's not what selling is.
Well, okay, so if it's not transactional...
It's relationships. You have to build relationships before you sell anything. Usually
the people who are really good at selling, they already have relationships under their belt, and the people who want to get good are usually transactional type of people.
It's an investment that people who are transactional aren't willing to make because they need the numbers. They need to get the numbers, so they're not going to invest in building the relationship. And it's like you don't know when that relationship is going to be built. It could take a year, and if all you're worrying about is a number,
it's not happening.
It's not happening. It's not. So it's frustrating. Excuse me. It's frustrating because we can't change people. We can't. We can give them ideas, and whether or not, and I think this is going to come back later in the discussion that we're going to talk about this, but it's got to become who you are, and you got to be willing and wanting to do this. We can give you tools, but we can't force you to.
That's good. That's so true. Because we have a class called Selling for the Non-Sellers.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of like teaching it, but I'm more transactional in my habits, and the class is kind of built that way. So, that's good. I like how you're thinking.
Yeah. I don't enjoy teaching that class.
I know you don't. Okay, so one of my topics one of the least favorite requests is anything unaccountable. So many times it sounds like this. Help me to figure out how to change this person. Help me to figure out how to get them to understand this side, or help me to get them to be less rude or less aggressive or less humble or less quiet or less... I mean, it's crazy, the unaccountable requests that come in. And I don't like those because we can't change people. We can't change people, but we can learn other people's preferences and learn how to adapt to them. We can be better communicators. Okay, if you're listening, that was now one of the dogs who got scared because I think a bug crawled on their paw. But anyway, back to the topic here. When you have an unaccountable request, it's not going to happen. We have to learn how to communicate to people the way they need to be communicated to. We need to talk their language. That's when we can start to see better results and kind of start getting our way.
So true.
Okay. What's another topic that you don't like to teach on or speak on?
It's a tough question. It's really tough.
Well, actually, a few episodes ago, I think it was episode 101, I did bring up 2 more topics. And it was phrased in a way of the 2 topics I should not ever be asked to talk about, and neither should anybody else. We're just not qualified because they're myths. Time management and work-life balance.
I almost said time management.
You can't manage time, but you can manage yourself. They're both a myth. It's both crazy for us to go after time management and work-life balance. The Earth is not even balanced. The Earth sits on an axis which causes the seasons. Maybe we have seasons in life more than we have balance in life.
That's interesting that you bring up work-life balance because, and it is a myth, I believe, because we spend so much time at work that it begins to become who we are.
Yeah.
And I know that that's kind of a no-no to some people. Oh, no, I leave it at work. Do you, though?
You can't.
You really can't. It becomes who you are, and that's okay. I want my work to define who I am. So it's not a work-life balance. How about just having a life balance? Just have a life balance.
Or just embrace the seasons that you're in. You know, a tax accountant has no personal life during tax season. But that's the season they're in. A farmer has no life balance, has no personal life during harvest season.
Or planting.
Or planting season. That's the season they're in, and you need to embrace it to get it done so that you can have personal life in the winter season.
Right.
Now, I talked to somebody the other day who has no winter season. It's like harvest season 12 months a year. Okay, that's an issue too. That we probably need to maybe dig in on your boundaries.
Unless you're doing what you love to do, like what we do.
But we still take vacations.
Oh, yeah.
We still turn off electronics. We still sit outside to do a podcast while somebody mows their lawn. All right.
Isn't it funny how lawnmowers are so loud when you're trying to record?
Yes,
I've
never
known that
fails.
to be that loud before, but hey, it's raw data, folks. But
That's right.
Seriously, I know during our seasons, I love working hard, but then there's time that we have a downtime or whatever, and I enjoy that too. But let work define who you are. Instead of that work-life balance, just find a balance.
Enjoy it. Pick something you enjoy, right? Okay, so we hope that we've challenged your thinking habits today. Just thinking differently about some topics. You may have requested better learning opportunities on some of these topics. So just think differently about them, because we can't change everything in life, but we can focus on ourselves.
That's right.
You guys are great. Thank you for joining. I just saw somebody thumbs up. I saw a heart earlier. Thank you for joining us live. And if you don't catch us live, follow us on our YouTube channel. Check out the podcast. Keep sharing your requests and your ideas and your experiences. We appreciate that. It really helps us in what we offer as well.
Thank you for being dedicated to Kathy and I. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Awesome. We'll see you soon.
Bye.